going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Only one day left. Tomorrow's Friday. Hope you guys had a great week so far. And yeah, you guys want to watch some court? I want to watch some court. Let's watch some court. Let's see. What do I have tonight? I have Judge Dad. I've got, he gets disappointed in somebody. Let's see, what's after Judge Dad? Judge Simmons, very disappointed, and Judge Gauthier, he's disappointed too. So that's what we got on the docket tonight. I hope you guys enjoy them. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Ms. Wilds, your name?
Elizabeth Lostration, Your Honor.
We're going to have a hearing on this charge. Mr. Crump has waived his right to a lawyer. Your name again, sir?
Anthony Crump, Your Honor.
You still wish?
Do I sound off? My volume sounds really bad. I can barely hear anything. Like nothing sounds right, and I don't know why. Yeah, but let me know if it's like that for everybody.
To waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes, I do.
Ms. Wilds, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. On January 15, 2025, Mr. Crump's probation officer, Emily Tassino, she's not in the building currently, but should be back in the building in about 5 minutes, Your Honor, just for the record. She scheduled Mr. Crump to appear for a probation visit on March 3rd at 8:15 a.m., which at that time he was to bring proof of his inspection and provide it to her. When Mr. Crump did not appear for that probation visit, Ms. Tassino did reach out to Ms. Foley Carter to see if Mr. Crump had gotten the field inspection completed, knowing that, of course, he had his hearing coming up. And I know that Ms. Foley Carter is here, but in short, Ms. Foley Carter had indicated that she too had not gotten the field inspection report from the department, and that it was under her impression that he had not even scheduled the inspection and therefore remained non-compliant. Emily then scheduled a court date that we're here for today.
Okay, any questions of her? Any questions of Ms. Wilds?
No, Your Honor.
All right, is this any better? Hold on. I can't even, I might have to switch headsets tonight, guys. I'm not even seeing it. It's not even registering my voice. I don't know what's connected right now, to be honest. Weird. I'll fix it.
Do you wish to testify or do you wish to remain silent?
I wish to testify, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead. What would you like to tell me? Did
Your
you go to the probation visit on March 3rd?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Did you have a field inspection completed?
Yes, I did get one of those done. It was on Monday, I believe.
By who?
Mr. Chuck Earl came out.
Why didn't, okay. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I talked to Chuck Earl yesterday, and it was my understanding that he had not scheduled a field inspection. They did not schedule.
Where's Mr. Earl now?
He should be at Township Hall.
Get him over here.
Certainly.
So you're saying you did have a field?
All right, what about now? I put my old headset back in. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but the sound sounds really weird in my new headset. Hope I didn't break it already. Didn't do anything to it. But I can hear a lot clearer now with my earbuds in, so we're just gonna have to deal with this tonight. Anyways, yeah, welcome everybody. Let's go.
Inspection?
Yes, I went in there and I talked to Rob Harris. Rob Harris said he spoke to Mr. Earl and he would be out that day, Monday. It was scheduled.
Who'd you say, Rob Harris?
Yes, I spoke with Rob.
Get him over here too. Let's get everybody here. Okay, but you're saying you had a field inspection done?
Yes, when I spoke with them, they said they were doing it that day, and that was this Monday.
Okay, but I told you to do it by March 1. What was this Monday? You don't take me very seriously, do you?
Your Honor, I'm getting to it. I'm trying not to cut you off or talk over you or upset you. I received a notice.
Upsetting me?
Yes.
You're not upsetting me.
Well, I have a new review date, a letter that says new review date.
March 13th.
March 13th.
Because I was out of town. I get to take a vacation now and then. I was out of town yesterday, so they moved it one day. Did that inconvenience you?
Your Honor, I never received anything saying that there was a 12th. I just received this.
It was right in the order.
This was made on February 10th.
The prosecutorial review date was March the 12th. It was right on your probation order. I wrote it down. It's right there, March 12th at 9. They rescheduled it until the 13th because it was my fault from the standpoint I didn't get my vacation request in soon enough. So the judicial clerk moved it a date because she's really, really, really good at doing that kind of thing when she knows I've screwed up. So I made a mistake in not submitting my vacation request to myself, which I have to sign as the chief judge. So what does that have to do with you not getting the inspection done by March the 1st?
What I'm trying to explain to you, Your Honor, is I believed, and maybe I am guilty at this point, but I did believe that it was getting moved. Everything was getting moved from the 3rd.
Really? Who told you that?
To the 13th. This letter that I read.
Who told you that?
It said new review date, so I assumed.
I scheduled the review date for March 12. I told you to have it done, the inspection, by March 1. That's right on the probation order. Do you want me to give you the probation order, or you want me to take
That's a good question. Isn't that special? He is charged with some kind of I think it started as an ordinance violation, but it turned into a misdemeanor because he hasn't done anything about it. He's dumping like gravel onto he's dumping asphalt onto his property. He must own a lot of land, is what I'm guessing. There's pictures later. We don't really get to see the pictures. The judge holds them up, but something about dumping asphalt onto his yard or his land, and he was asked to remove it, and it's been years and he hasn't done it. So that's why it's turned to a misdemeanor.
my word for it?
I'll take your word for it, Your Honor.
It says defendant to set up inspection with Chuck Earl of the Brownstown Building Department prior to review date. Prosecutorial review date, March 12, 25 at 9 a.m. Defendant to clean up all dumped asphalt millings and return property to original state at 19411 Cooper, Brownstown by March 1. Now, what aspect of this caused you to think that I was moving that or delaying that when we've been going through this? And you're right. You are absolutely right. This case went on from September the 11th August 28, I made a note. Defendant was mistakenly told these were dismissed and left, so I rescheduled it for September 11. I adjourned it to September 25. I set a final pretrial for October 9. I set a jury trial for November 1. I adjourned the final pretrial, I believe at your lawyer's request, I could be wrong about that, to October 28th at 1:30, adjourned the trial to December 6th. I then adjourned the final pretrial to November 20 because nothing had been done on the property. And then I adjourned it again to November 27th, and then it was scheduled for a jury trial still, but on the 27th, you came in here and you pled guilty as to count 1. So pled to count 1, dismissed count 2. Are they coming?
Rob Harris is on his way. Chuck Earl is out of town, but I did confirm with him that he did not go to talk to him today.
Okay. If I find out you're lying, if I think you're lying, I hope you brought some extra underwear today. Okay?
I completely understand you, Your Honor.
Good. Okay, so is there anything else that you want to tell me? Did you provide the proof of the field inspection?
Provide the proof. When I spoke with my attorney, he told me the fact that I had it done, should have been suffice, is when I spoke with Mr. Pitch yesterday.
Really?
At the advice of my attorney, yes.
Really? Well, I don't want to know what your lawyer told you. I don't have any proof of a field inspection, right?
Correct, Your Honor.
He didn't show up for his probation visit on March 3, right?
That is correct.
Do you have any proof of a field inspection?
The township does not.
Do you have any proof that he went there on Monday on his own free will or of his own free volition and tried to set up the field inspection on Monday? Slow down, don't say anything yet. Which would his
Usually by the time you get to probation, your attorney is no longer on your case. After sentencing, your attorney's not there anymore. Now they can be, especially if they're retained. I don't know if he had a retained attorney or a public defender, but public defenders generally stop at after sentencing. They won't come for probation violations. So I'm gonna guess it was a public defender.
been March the 10th?
It's my understanding that he spoke to Rob Harris, the ordinance enforcement officer, but there was no scheduling of field inspection, there was no field inspection.
Really? Okay. But Mr. Harris is on his way.
Yes.
Well, I don't need that because I don't need him to find you guilty on these two. I'm gonna find you guilty is to count 1, failure to attend your probation visit, and count 2, failure to provide proof of a field inspection. You're gonna make me do things I don't want to do, Mr. Crump. I've tried to work with you on this. It's evident that anybody looking at this file would say the judge's patience was very long. I knew you were gonna end up back here. I knew it. I'd have bet my house against this state. I would have bet it. Because you're just not gonna do what people think. It's okay. It's okay that there's seemingly this increasing belief in society that we don't have to respect authority. Look, I get it. It's okay. You're not alone. There's others. There's a lot of it. It's okay.
I promise you, Your Honor, this is
Don't
not the
interrupt.
case.
Don't interrupt me. It's not the way that I was raised. I mean, my dad was a Marine Corps major. I mean, I would have never disrespected his authority. And I'm not saying I'm your dad. And I don't care if you like me, dislike me, respect me, don't respect me. You're going to respect the system. It's not your turn to talk. I'll tell you when you can talk. You're going to respect the system. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than all of us. I'm not putting up with this. I'm just not putting up with this. I don't want to know what Mr. Cripps told you or anybody else. Mr. Cripps is a gentleman as far as I'm concerned. I've never had an issue with him. I think he's a very good lawyer. Mr. Cripps would never tell you to disobey my order or any other judge's order, but I don't want to know what don't tell me what he told you. That's between you two. I don't know why you're doing this, young man. I don't know why you think you can do this. I think some of us, social media, we watch too much TV, think we can do or say whatever we want, whenever we want. I mean, we've got First Amendment rights. That does not include disregarding judges' orders. And you don't seem to be getting that in this case. I mean, you're forcing me to do something I never wanted to do. I never wanted it to get this far. Never. I don't relish. If I could sit here every single day and not put anybody in jail, nobody'd be happier. I'll get Mr. Harris here. We'll have a conversation. You can have a seat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nicholas Robert Gendron, probably one for Anthony.
Oh man, Lone Wolf was trying to get me in trouble. Judge Dad was just giving a speech about not the guy's turn to talk and told me to talk. Yeah, I wasn't going to interrupt Judge Dad. Lone Wolf, stop it. You're a bad influence.
Crump. Anthony D. Crump, 24B82520A. All right. Your name,
Rob Harris.
your name,
Anthony Crump, Your Honor.
your name, Ms. Foley Carter?
Caitlin Foley Carter, I'm just about to.
So I found defendant guilty. I'm ready to proceed. You ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you still want to waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor, I was guilty.
Okay. Tell me what happened. He said he went over and talked to you on Monday and you guys were supposed to go do the field inspection. Is that true or not?
He gave me permission to enter his property. There's to look at the property. So he gave me permission to go on the property.
Did you get an opportunity to go over there?
Yes, I did. I went today.
Okay, and what did you find?
In my opinion, there's no change from the last time I stood in front of this court.
I've been dealing with this silly case since September. Been trying to get this work done since September. This is March. What are you doing, Mr. Crump?
Your Honor,
Tell me why you're being so defiant about this. You got a judge, you had a lawyer, we set it for trial, you had multiple adjournments so you could move on it. You didn't do any of those things. You ultimately came in, pled guilty. I gave you more time. I ordered you to take care of that. I said you had to take care of it by March the 1st. It's March the 13th and you haven't done anything. Why?
Your Honor, I have pictures from even September. When I dumped, I pled guilty to on, I believe it was June 13th, dumping asphalt millings on 19411 Cooper Avenue.
June 13th.
I believe it was June. Was that June?
The incident was June, Your Honor.
What's that?
The incident date was June.
Oh, yeah, but you didn't plead to it in June. You pled to it on January in my absence on November 27th.
Yes, Your Honor, I must have misspoke.
And then you were given time to get it done. They scheduled it out 2 months. You still didn't do it. I gave you more time. You still didn't do it.
Your Honor, my opinion and my stances the entire time has been that I cleaned it up right away. I have pictures from September of last year where it was cleaned up and it looks great. I was asked to remove like 3 dump trucks, a bunch of plows. I mean, just immense amount of stuff. I had to clean up everything. When my father passed, I've been trying to do it for my mother, and they're telling me that I didn't clean everything up. It's actually business property that's been in the family for 80 years.
You told me
my
that
father
before.
said, no.
It's residential properties. I have pictures from today also.
Your Honor, I also have
We're
a
past,
map.
listen to me. We're past that point.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm just, I'd like you to understand I'm not lying to you.
You told me this stuff before there was a plea, one of the very first hearings.
Yes, Your Honor. I was not allowed to speak to you since then. I had a representation. And
I was
my,
glad to come back to work today. I was in Naples for 8 days. I was so glad to be there, but looking forward to coming back to work.
I'm sorry, Your
Beautiful
Honor.
place called Twin Eagles, my good friend Ron Muir. A lot of nice people. And I come back and now I got to hear this again.
I do feel like this doesn't need to go in front of a jury, and we don't need to have a bunch of people spend and waste more time. So I understand that, and I figured we could hash out or talk about details here as opposed to going through all of that.
Details were already hashed out. You pled guilty.
Yes.
I sentenced you.
Yes, Your
I
Honor.
told you what to do. I told you to have the field inspection. I told
This happened today, peeps. I mean, I guess it's a little old. It happened about 5 hours ago.
you to clean up those millings. I got somebody here saying it still hasn't been done. So there's no debate. There's no hashing out. This isn't, I'm not I don't know what to tell you. We're not at a conference table here where we get to render our opinions. I ordered you to do something. And today, it's still not done.
Your Honor, today I still don't have proof to show you. There's been no proof of what was done or the millings that were dropped.
When'd you go there?
Less than 20 minutes ago.
Less than
Right
20.
before I walked in the door.
And so what you tell me, I told him to clean up the dumped asphalt millings and return the property to its original state. Did he clean up the dumped asphalt millings?
No.
Can you explain something to me? Maybe I'm dense. What would be so intriguing to somebody to have dumped asphalt millings on the property? I mean, they're gonna turn to gold or something? I mean, maybe there's something I'm missing. Could you mind telling me?
Just to be able to easily park on it. You know, it's a hard surface. Again, I took pictures while I was out there, 20 minutes ago, half hour ago, when I was asked to go there by the prosecutor.
How long ago did you check that out initially? What's the last time you checked it out before or since the sentencing date, which was on January the 15th?
I've driven by there numerous times, but I was the day of his last court hearing. I drove by there that day. I also have driven by there numerous times since then.
No change.
No change.
Your Honor, if I may,
I am not about to relitigate this.
It's not about relitigating, Your Honor. I'm trying to show you before and after. I have pictures. I don't know if they have any proof of what they're saying I left there. I'm telling you that I have pictures of the millings there a year ago and everything being the same way that it is now. You know what I mean? I put some in, I took some out. My dad's been putting stuff there for years and years.
I don't care. We're past that.
And I've already cleaned it up, Your Honor.
You don't understand. You don't understand. I don't care if he did it back in 1922. It doesn't matter to me. I ordered you what to do and you're not doing it.
Your Honor, I have removed what I brought there.
When did you do that?
I did it prior to September.
Well, then you pled guilty to it anyway.
I pled guilty, yeah, because I put it there and then I removed it right away, but I was guilty of putting it there. I should not have done that, Your Honor.
We've been here time and time again, and it's always been Mr. Crump's position that he had cleared the property. It's always been our position that he just spread the asphalt millings around, and that's exactly what the photos show today. There's still very clear asphalt millings amongst the rocks. We can forward that to the court if you'd like.
Pardon me?
We can forward those photos to the court if you'd like.
Your Honor, I'm telling you, I could show you photos where this has been this property this is what it looked like. I actually made it look a lot better, Your Honor. Cleaning it up, I've removed
You
stuff.
haven't cleaned all of the dumped asphalt millings from the property.
I have though, Your Honor. It's their feeling that I have not. All of the ones that I put there, Your Honor, yes, I have.
Are there
I
dumped,
can't go down feet and feet and feet from,
are there dumped asphalt millings?
As soon as you walk on the property, and the pictures are clear, they're there today. Again, there were semi-loads of asphalt that was dropped there. We stopped, myself, the police chief, and another officer stopped another double semi. So not just a single, but a double tandem semi for dumping millings on that property.
When?
Back in June of 2024. So I mean, has there been some cleanup? Possibly, but in my opinion, and what I've seen, I have pictures from the day. There were huge pilings of millings. I went out there the very next day.
Do you have those good enough where I could see those photographs? They look
Yes.
like they're just black and white.
No, these are colored.
All right, come on up here.
Sir,
I guess I just don't understand why you're so,
those are pictures from the day, and this is pictures from.
you're referring to these, right?
Yeah, the millings, yeah.
Well,
And this is pictures of the ground today.
was it like this today?
No, he spread it out the very next day. So the day that it was dumped, the next day he spread it. Today, this is the ground from today. So it's very clear that it's millings on the ground.
Anything else?
Your Honor, I would just like to say that I'm definitely guilty of not, it was a misunderstanding of why I was not here on the 3rd, but that's still my responsibility, and I take, I got to take accountability for that, but I am a single father with a 13-year-old, and I hope that you would take that into consideration. And I'm willing to pay what fine I need to pay today. When you did sentence me, I paid the fine immediately when I came here. I'm looking to get this behind me. It's just there's never been a clear cut way to move forward here.
Amazed. When is Brownstown here the first time after March 31st, Lisa?
April 9th.
Anything else?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Anything else? Anything else?
Oh, Your Honor.
Congratulations, you have pushed me so far. The additional cost of 100. You're to remove all asphalt millings by March 31. Review hearing will be April the 9th at 8:30, and you're going to jail today for 3 days. Keep playing with me. It's going to just get worse and worse and worse. I'm telling you, I've been fooling with this case for 6 months. I've asked you nicely. I've raised my voice to do whatever you got to do. I don't care what you do. You're going to end up in jail for 90 days over this. And the birds are going to be out singing, and you're going to be looking out the window. I'm telling you, you don't have it done by March 31. You better bring a lot of toothbrushes and a lot of clean underwear, because I'm not playing with you for another day. Do we understand one?
I do understand, Your Honor.
Good. All right, have a seat. Congratulations. I mean, when I send somebody in there for the first violations, you know they've agitated the devil out of me. I just don't do that. But you won't stop. You're going to do what you're going to do. James Robert Adams.
All right. He's going to jail for 3 days over asphalt buildings. I don't understand it. I really don't understand what that case is about. He's dumping. Where is he getting asphalt millings from? Is he allowing companies to dump their asphalt millings on his yard? I don't know. I don't really understand anything about that case. I just thought it was kind of humorous. And the guy went to jail again over asphalt millings. All right, we're gonna move on. But before we do, Vic, don't worry. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for the super chat. And Madame, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. That is awesome. And Foz, also for the 2 months. Thank you. That is awesome. Cheshire Cat's in the house. Late fee, time to go find some wires to eat. Please don't. Please don't. I'll send you your super chat back if you don't. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Next one we go, I think, is Judge Simmons. It's a short one, but it's good. It's good. The next defendant of FAFO Thursday. FAFO Friday sounds better. Maybe I'll start doing that. I'll save my FAFO clips for Friday nights. Ooh, that has a good ring to it. And now I'm just talking. Let's just go.
What about Gino Garcia?
I am not here.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gino Garcia. You're right next to a mic and you're using your full voice, Ms. Schroeder, so I need you to whisper because you're right next to that mic. Thank you. This is 24-00948, council appearance.
George, on behalf of the people, Your Honor. And Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Mr. Garcia, who's standing to my right.
Okay, Mr. Garcia was scheduled for sentencing today. I did not have a pre-sentence report because it says he did not appear for a pre-sentence interview.
Your Honor, in speaking with Mr. Garcia, I'm kind of confused as to what exactly happened. He claimed that he had got on Zoom to do the meeting. It didn't get through. He claimed that he spoke with them on the phone after the fact, was waiting to hear back from them. He also stated that he went to Pat's to get an assessment, and Pat said, well, we have.
I think that's how hair works. I'm not an expert on hair, but I think it does get bigger every day. Maybe. I don't know. I guess if you get a cut, it's not.
To have the paperwork from probation beforehand. At the end of the day, nothing got hit.
Is this a joke?
So that's what
He logged into Zoom for a meeting on the 31st and no one appeared?
No one appeared. My thing buffered for almost an hour.
Your thing buffered for almost an hour, so that means you had a technical issue?
Yeah, I guess.
Now you guess. You had a technical issue. Did you come in person?
No, I called down.
And you spoke to who?
My probation officer actually picked up. I called probation. I didn't know.
Who was your probation officer that you spoke to?
I never got his name, but when I called, he picked up and said I was supposed to be with him. And then, hey, we couldn't go forward with no process because he didn't have no paperwork from the fifth floor or whatever.
From the 5th floor, he is on the 5th floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had some orders that was given to you. I spoke to you.
I mean,
wait a minute now, your time to talk is over. You were here before me, I set this for sentencing, I gave you an order. I told you that you needed to report to pretrial services within 48 hours. If Dale can wait just a moment. If you can give me just a moment, because he's getting remanded into custody. I gave you orders to report to pretrial services or report to probation within 48 hours. And that you were to complete a substance abuse assessment in preparation for sentencing. We are setting sentences out 2 to 3 months. And in those last 2 to 3 months, I have nothing from you.
I did everything you asked.
Oh, well, you didn't, because I don't have a substance abuse assessment.
They won't let him take it.
Oh, okay. Well, guess what? We'll get it taken care of for you.
No
They'll be
problem.
remanded so we can get it done.
Yeah, she.
Everybody else comes in here with their assessment, don't have any problem. Did your other clients have these problems?
On
Look,
probation.
I'm not talking to you. Did your other clients have these problems where they can't go get an assessment at Pat's?
I don't recall that being an issue.
Because it's not.
I even got letters from that stating to tell y'all that I came to show.
Unless there's some confusion about him already being on probation versus.
They were saying something about
in
the paperwork
anticipation.
and the flip floor never made it to the.
The probation, the Pat's doesn't need to work with the fifth floor to do an assessment with you.
Probation officer.
You need to get an assessment and then you sign a release so that it goes
Yeah, they
to
can't
our
fix it.
fifth floor, but you didn't even get an assessment.
I did. I went to the fifth floor and did everything you told me.
No, the assessment was not from the fifth floor. It was
The
that
assessment, the test.
you had to go get a substance
Yeah, they
abuse
wanted to give
assessment.
me assessment abuse without the paperwork from probation.
What
probation
paperwork?
officer. I don't know. They said they didn't know what to test me on to give me a test.
Well, if you had showed up and appeared at the time of your,
Zoom didn't work. And I even
oh,
called, you know,
Zoom didn't work and you didn't appear in person. And you also think that it's appropriate to go back and forth with me too. When you didn't take care of what you were supposed to do since January. I'll reset this for April 24th at 9 a.m. By then, hopefully we'll have a substance abuse assessment and a completed pre-sentence interview. They'll meet with you while you're in the custody of the Ingham County Jail.
Oh, that was it. I thought there was a little bit more to that. Yeah, again, that was a short one. Judge Simmons, she doesn't play around. We know that. I like Judge Simmons though. She's yeah, I wish she had a camera that actually faced her though, because it's impossible to do thumbnails with her court. It is. Can't add her to them. Just yeah, it doesn't work. She's too small and you can't see her. All right, let's move on. We are going to Judge Gauthier. I know I always say this. Is it Gauthier or Gauthier? I don't know. I don't know. But it's one of the two. Let's go.
All right, people be Vanessa Escobar, file 23-6657FH, probation violation sentencing. Counsel, please state your answers.
Melissa Goodrich, Blaine County Prosecutor.
Dr. Amber Levy, on behalf of Sinessa Escobar, is present in the courtroom to my left.
Have you had a chance to review the probation violation report, client?
I have, Your Honor.
Any additions or corrections?
Just one correction on the agent's, I'm sorry, Judge, I was just grabbing it. It would be page,
All right, I like it. It's Gauthier. That's what I'm going to call him from now on.
Page 4, Your Honor, there's an indication she pled guilty under 7411. The status of that 25th District Court is actually Haida.
H and Martin, can we make that change?
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Goodrich, any additions, corrections?
There you are.
All right, Ms. Libby, anything you want to say on behalf of the client?
Yes, there is, Your Honor. Thank you very much. I'm first just providing Ms. Goodrich and the court with a copy of a letter drafted for the court by Ms. Martinez, which is Ms. Escobar's mother. Thank you. Your Honor, Ms. Escobar is before you at age 24. She is before you for a first.
Can you give me a second?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Thank you, Michael Dennis. 8 months. That is awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I thought you were just kind of teasing me.
Thank you.
If your
Thank
name's
you,
Colin,
Your
if your name's Colin, you get called Colin just about every day of your entire life until you become an adult. So I'm used to it. People say that to tease me, and I just accept it as my name. That's what some people just call me.
Ms. Escobar is before you at age 24. Her status before you is as a probationer from an attempt uttering and publishing conviction wherein she was sentenced to 18 months probation on December 19th, 2023. From my review, she's before you on the first non-technical probation violation in her case. I'm not aware of any other probation.
I mean, what would a colon string be? Sorry, a colon string be without editing mistakes? That's the first one we've had in a while. I'm gonna say that. The first one in, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I'm gonna say.
From my review, she's before you on the first non-technical probation violation in her case. I'm not aware of any other probation violations at this time. And that allegation is said to have occurred on August 27th, 2024. That violation was substantiated after hearing and we're before you for sentencing today. The record, the court's order of probation indicates that she's completing or would complete her probation on June 19th of this year. And the status of the charge uttering and publishing required payments of restitution, which Ms. Escobar has been making. She does intend to complete that restitution when she receives her tax return this year. But in any event, Your Honor, we are asking the court to deviate from the recommendation and allow her to complete this probationary term. Ms. Escobar's violation is based on a case out of the 25th District Court, wherein Ms. Escobar was placed on a term of probation under and deferred for Haida. As to that allegation, Ms. Escobar was stopped for defective equipment, consented to a search of her vehicle, and law enforcement located substances in her named prescription bottles that were inconsistent. Ms. Escobar is someone who has been clean and sober for approximately 2 years.
Since 2021, no, 2022, since 2022.
Which is extraordinary, Your Honor, as I anticipate she will be speaking to the court given her past
Explain that to me. She's just been convicted last summer for possession of fentanyl.
possession, Your Honor. She was tested that day and was negative for any controlled substances.
Well, all right, but I mean, someone who's clean and sober generally isn't walking around with fentanyl. That would cause me to not believe her that she's got that long clean and sober.
I understand, Your Honor. Her position is that the substances were actually not hers. And so the officer did test her that day and she was negative. The reason we're asking the court to defer from the recommendation for incarceration is because she's experiencing significant health issues in addition to her relative compliance on your probation so far. If I could just briefly summarize for the court, Ms. Escobar is seeing a therapist weekly. She has got neurological appointments through Dr. Sadri to diagnose and test for seizures and neurological symptoms. That testing is on March 19th with a follow-up scheduled for for April 10th. She sees, I'm getting there, yeah, no problem. Dr. Zazer is in Dearborn. She sees them for an ER follow-up based on the seizures and an evaluation on April 1st. She has an MRI of her brain in Dearborn on March 26th. And she sees a psychiatrist monthly for medication management and Dr. Mrzinski. Additionally, she is gainfully employed at McDonald's, and is maintaining those shifts despite these health issues. And largely, Your Honor, I think the response that the district court in Dearborn had as to place Ms. Escobar on height of probation was responsive to who she is and how she's been behaving. Essentially, my review of her probationary record here is that she's been in compliance with the court's orders other than catching that case. So I'm asking the court to allow her to prove that, to complete this probation, to pay her restitution, and to allow her to engage with her medical professionals and diagnose these neurological issues. Thank you.
Thank you. Can you tell me on the restitution, I've got her last payment being November of 2024. Is there any payment since then?
She believes she made a payment in February?
Yeah.
At the hearing, Your Honor.
February 2025.
There was a payment in February.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Escobar, you don't have to make a statement today, but you're allowed. Is there anything you want to tell me?
I did. Okay. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't cry. Okay. I want to start off by apologizing to everybody I hurt and disappointed. Back in 2022, when I called the late charge, I was on Percocet 30s every single day. I never missed a day. I said eventually I got laced with fentanyl and I almost died. I decided that was it and I got clean. I went through withdrawals by myself and I overcame them by myself. I was on pills for almost 4 to 5 years and I never looked back. After I sobered up in 2022, I had such bad mental health issues. I was fighting myself and just depressed in so many ways. I decided it was time for a change. So I physically put myself through psychiatry and therapy to help get the help that I needed because I was losing my mind. I would hit myself and harm myself in many ways. After I got off drugs, I had to find myself again. I can't lie. I still trying to figure out who I am because I was on drugs for so long. But I've been doing better than I was before. I've been clean for years. And I take pride in that because if I would have kept using, yes, I would have been on harder drugs by now. Even after therapy and such, I put myself through baptism classes to finally get baptized. Me and my daughter got baptized last Easter. My life changed. I read the Bible faithfully and try to do everything right every single time. I said I wasn't taking the fat pills nor selling, but I will take full responsibility for who I was hanging out with that had them that day. I said praying that day that put them in there because I have such a big heart and I try to see the good in people and that's my fault and I take full accountability. Since I'm probation for almost 2 years, I've never dropped dirty. I've been doing everything they asked. I've never missed an appointment or anything like that. Yes, my employment hasn't been perfect, but me staying in Detroit, it is hard out there. But I got 2 jobs actually, and I'm trying to work to pay back everything I owe. I said, my daughter's all I have. Her dad is not in her life. And I try my hardest to be the best mother I could be. My past don't define me as who I am as a person. I said, I go to work, come home, and spend as much time as I can with my 6-year-old.
Good times.
I just think about my baby. But because growing up, my mom was barely around. So I'm sorry to my mother as well because she raised me right, but I chose to do wrong by myself. I hang around the wrong crowd, but I've grown and I've been working on myself mentally, and I've been working on my mental health faithfully, trying to better myself every day. I will never be perfect, but nobody is. But I am a good person and a changed person. I quit drugs, and that is something I'm extremely proud of because I was addicted to pills for 4 years and it takes a toll on your brain. I was never thinking clearly, but since I've been sober, I've been trying my hardest. I joined a church and started getting my life back together. So I'm here to ask for some leniency because I have been doing so much better in my life. I have been doing so much better in my life. I've done so much time altogether, but I have so much time in jail altogether, but every time I come home, I have to start all over and it's hard, it's a struggle. I said, yes, I struggle. I will admit that I do, but I am trying and I will continue to try to better myself every day. Also for asking for leniency because my baby is all I have and I've been sober. I've been sober And I've been going to therapy for my mental health because they diagnosed me with more things this year. And I don't hang out with anybody that I used to, that does anything illegal in any way. Altogether, I have done so much time. I feel like I learned my lesson I learned my lesson so long ago. In the report, the day that I got picked up for those pills, it says I was shaking and nervous, but I was shaking and nervous because I've been to jail so many times that I got developed paranoia and been diagnosed with paranoia. So when I come across authority, that I do get scared. I said, I'm trying to get the help that I need, and I personally don't feel like jail would help me. Every time I go in and I come back out with more mental health issues than I had before. I started having seizures last year. I don't know why. I had a stroke last month, so we're trying to figure out what's wrong with me. I've had multiple health issues, but I'm trying to stay healthy for my kid because I'm the only one she has. So me getting checked out where my health issues is important to me. Because I don't know what they're trying to figure out what is wrong with me, because I seize for more than 5 minutes and that's not normal. I just want to be able to prove to everyone I'm not what they think that I am. I'm a good person. My background is not defining. I grew up from 22 to 24 and I changed. I apologize for being around the wrong crowd, and I will take all responsibility for that. My daughter once told me, you go to jail, I won't have a mommy no more. And it broke my heart. I missed Christmas with her when I was a Wexford, and it broke my heart because she had nobody. You know, as a child, I was molested and traumatized in many ways, and I don't want my daughter to go through the same thing. So I'm trying to show her better. I will even go on house arrest for 6 months to prove to you that I can do that. I plan on putting about $2,000 restitution when I get my tax return. Honestly, I plan on just paying it all off. I said, I've been depressed and hurt in so many ways. I just hope you understand I really am trying. And I know most people come here and say that, but I really mean it. I want to be a better person for my kid because I don't want her to grow up and do the same things I've done. I don't want to keep going through these court dates. I travel 4 hours, 5 hours up here. I never missed a court date. No matter if I have to wake up at 4 in the morning, I'm here. I've never been perfect, but God knows I'm trying. And I said, thank you, Your Honor, for listening to me. I can promise you that I'll make you proud. I owe it to you just counting my family and my child. But I will never, never stop trying to be the best that I can. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. When did you stop using drugs?
All right. What do you guys think? I see you guys in the chat say some of them say they believe her, some of them say they don't. I don't know. I mean, I believe her. Here's the big issue. You said that you almost died because you had let fentanyl lace something or other, and you were just caught with fentanyl, and your excuse was it wasn't yours. Why are you carrying it? I don't get that. That excuse never makes sense. Oh, it's not mine. Why do you have it on you? It's not mine. I just agreed to hold it for somebody. No.
You said 2022?
I got laced with fentanyl in 2022.
And that's when you stopped?
I stopped, and then I ended up losing my mind. I was cutting myself and all that, and I ended up putting myself through psychiatry. So my psychiatry note says that I started to go in at the end of 2022.
So you didn't use drugs after 2022?
After 2022? No, not that I recall, no. I stopped taking this
part to a use of.
All right, that's a lie. I said this the other night. If she stopped in 2022 and the judge just asked her, you haven't used drugs since 2022, she would know the date that she stopped. Or at least that would have been a solid, I have absolutely not. Her response was, not that I can recall. Okay, see, now her story, got to throw the entire thing out the window now.
Drugs out of River Rouge, Lincoln Park, 24th District Court, from an offense date and arrest February 4th, 2023.
Yes, for a cocaine charge. But like I said, I have such a big heart that I take everyone else's charge for them.
So your use of cocaine in 2023, that was somebody else's drugs. Your possession of fentanyl last year, that was somebody else's drugs too.
I know it's hard to believe. I understand.
Yes, it's very hard.
I know, I get it.
I'm not that stupid.
I'm honest.
All right, thank you. Ms. Goodrich, any recommendations from you?
Yes, Sean, I would ask that the court upheld the recommendations. It looks like when she was sentenced in December of 2023, 6 months later, she caught the possession of fentanyl charge. She made no payments on her restitution for 7 months, so a probation violation was filed. She made her first payment towards restitution 9 months after sentencing. Her second payment, and that was $300. Her second payment was 11 months after sentencing. So we're at $500, and then it sounds like the last hearing well into, after her sentencing, we're at an additional 163 for 661 out of the 5,400 restitution. Also, she caught new criminal charges. She was revoked unsuccessfully and revoked her HIDA status in Wexford County. In December 2024, she was unsuccessfully discharged from probation as Osceola County. In January 2025, and then recently lost her HIDA status, was revoked and discharged from probation in the Costa County and the 49th Circuit Courts. I think based on her actions that the recommendation for 6 months jail is appropriate.
Ms. Escobar, if you want to stand for the court sentence. Ms. Escobar, back in the 2022 cases, well, it's 2023 case here. You were going all over the state, passing bad fraudulent checks to get money for drugs. Sheboygan County, Mecosta County, Osceola County, Wexford County. You got great deals in all those cases. Some of them HIDA, you didn't have HIDA here, but you had a no jail recommendation. So you got a lot of leniency on that, and then have made very little effort toward making this right here. And you come here today and you say, well, I'll use my tax return to pay the restitution. Well, you would have had a tax return last year. I didn't see it used for restitution then. And then I got clean in 2022. In 2023, my drug charge, that was my drug conviction, that was somebody else's. My 2024 drug conviction, that was somebody else's. I just don't believe much of what you tell me. And I mean, you're convicted of crimes of dishonesty. So, you know, you've established that you're not a particularly honest person. I don't doubt that you've gone through all these difficulties, and I don't doubt that you want to make some changes, but just wanting is not good. Every team wants to win, but it's only the team that, you know, goes to practice and does the push-ups and does all the things that actually wins. So just wanting to make changes is not enough. You've got to comply with all this. I commonly, when people are charged with a new crime while they're on probation, do it by warrant and have them held without bond, which means you would have been in jail since last July. We didn't do that for you. Just, you know, see what you were doing. You had lots and lots of counties. We wanted to see what you, and you still didn't make a whole lot of effort on the restitution. And we gave you that benefit and let you appear by Zoom plenty of times even, but you've now been revoked from probation in several counties. I think it's certainly appropriate to do so here. So I am gonna revoke your probation as and discharge you as unsuccessful. And I do think catching new criminal charges while you're on probation is grounds for some incarceration period. So I'm gonna order you serve 6 months in the Sheboygan County Jail with credit for 4 days previously served. You can file an application for appeal if you wish. If you want a lawyer, we give you one, but you'd have to ask us within 6 months of today. So we're going to hand you that appeal paperwork, ask you to initial one copy, and the rest of it is for you to fill out. All right. I know we got delayed because of a technical issue, but it's now 12:30, so I apologize for inconvenience to folks.
Yep. That is the last case of FAFO. 6 months. Yeah. She earned it. She earned it. All right. I don't really have any words. I don't have any words. So let's just move on. I've got 2 short clips that are not FAFO clips. They're just, you know, to lighten the mood a little bit. You know, some people would call them feel good clips, but I do not. Because when I put a feel good clip out there, I put it out there and generally it creates tears. But these are not what I call feel good clips. They're what you guys call feel good clips. I've got 2 of them tonight. First one. Oh, you know what? I've got I can't forget about Sparkle Poots. Sparkle Poots! 14 months. Thank you so much, Sparkle Poots. I appreciate it. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Sparkle. All right. Let's go. I think we're actually going back to Judge Dad first. Judge Dad had a weird one today.
Thank you. Doucette Hammond. Perlene Susan Doucette Hammond, 25U56176867A and B and C.
You stay there and let me talk to him. Stay there. Stay there. You stay there and let me talk to him. I want to talk to you and I want you to know about God. I had my brothers and I had to help take them and
But as soon as I
shortly,
speak,
and let me tell you what happened with the 3 cars that he left with me. I went and got it all taken care of. And then when I got with that other guy, I hadn't got my own car. And he's the one that got me in front of my house to try. He sent the police, and the police told me to get out and drive those cars. But I didn't know that I had to get out and drive the cars. I went to the place and got them set. I don't want to get paying no money. They took all my money.
I'm not gonna make you pay any money.
Huh?
I'm not gonna make you pay any money.
Can I tell you my brothers?
No.
I can tell you my 2 brothers up and died.
John, I got it. Ma'am, just be quiet a second.
Okay.
no, I specifically said this isn't what I call a feel-good clip. It is not at all.
Be quiet.
And just tell me your name.
Huh?
Just tell me your name.
My name is Pearline Susan Doucette Hammond.
Sir, would you come up here a second? I just want to ask.
Okay, I want to come up because.
No.
You don't
You
want
stay
me to
right
come
there.
up?
You're good right there, honest to God. You're good
I
right
was
there.
with you before a long time ago.
I know you were, not too long. Sir, your name?
I don't think that
Ma'am,
the police was calling me and we talked. He told me what to do and I did what he told me to do. Go ahead, let him talk. Go ahead. Let him talk. Go ahead. I'll be quiet.
Remind me, you're her.
I'm her son.
Yes. What's your name again?
Robert Doucette.
She was in front of me on this before, right?
No, not this.
What was she in front of me for?
We had to move the car or either get it, the plates put on it or whatever.
Didn't we end up dismissing the case? Didn't the
Yes,
prosecutor? Okay.
yes.
I gotta send her for a competency exam, okay? I can't, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set a competency.
Well, I'm in the process of becoming her legal guardian.
Okay, but I'm gonna order a competency exam, Lisa. I'm not even going to arraign her right now. We're gonna just fill out a competency order and let's set it out about 6 weeks, okay?
Okay, that'd be great.
And we're gonna set it for late April, even early May, Lisa. Please don't let her drive the car.
No, I'm
with
not.
suspended
No, we're
license.
taking her wherever she has to go.
And please, she's gotta refuse to obey a police officer.
Can I say something? I drove my car all my life.
I know.
No car. I got a son in my house now. I take care for my brother. I've been taking care of him for many years. And the guy that was gonna drive me somewhere, he didn't know that I was taking care of my brother in the house because my brother is still alive. That's a blessing. And I own a house in Oak Park. And I still bought this house way up here.
Okay, I understand what we're talking about.
I understand.
And you gotta know, I'm taking care of my brother now.
I understand. Lisa, give me a May date, early May.
Ooh.
May 7th at 8:30.
May 7th
You
at
gotta
8.
know I'm taking care of my brother now.
Ma'am, May 7th, arraignment pretrial. We're gonna send her for a competency exam. Please don't let her drive.
No, I'm not.
She's speeding. They got her going 63 and a 45. May the 7th. I'm not even going to arraign her. May the 7th at 8:30 in the morning. I think, yeah.
She doesn't drive anymore. We take her wherever she needs to go.
Please,
Okay.
please.
Yeah.
Okay, take the keys away if you would, please.
Yes.
Unless she has valid license, but I don't think she should be driving. to begin with. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go.
Ma'am, good luck.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I got a patient with a great big white car.
come on.
I gotta take him to the hospital.
No, we're driving for her. Let's go.
Okay, let go.
No, come on, let's go.
I
It's
want him
over.
to understand.
You understand.
I've been doing that all my life.
Okay,
I
let's
ain't
go.
never hit nothing. You look it up, see that I ever hit anything or get anything.
Come on.
Never. I've never done that.
Come on.
Never done it. Come on, let's go. Let's
So-
go. Come on, let's go.
So we just wait on the paperwork?
I ain't never did
You
that
get
in
it
my
down.
life.
Okay,
Never.
Thank you.
Always drove. cars
Sean Nicholas Ray.
in my house for my
Okay,
son.
come on,
Take
let's
my
go.
son
Come on,
out.
come on.
2 times died.
Sir.
Okay, have a good
let's go.
day. Yeah, have a good day. Let's go.
All right, yeah, that just happened. That just happened. I told you that was a weird one. I also told you it's not a feel-good clip. This next one, however, might be a feel-good clip. She is becoming, I don't know, I kind of want to make her the channel mascot. She's awesome. She's my favorite defendant out of everyone that I've seen in court over the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. She is absolutely my favorite defendant. She always brings a smile to our faces. And even she brings a smile to Judge Simpson's face every single time. And you guys know who she is. I am going to let this video play out. This clip is only like 3 or 4 minutes long. I am going to set it up to raid Lone Wolf tonight. We haven't raided him since Monday. I think he misses us. So let's raid Lone Wolf tonight. Make sure you tell him I said hello. Thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you for the super chats, the membership milestones. You guys are awesome. Let's go. Judge Simpson, Mrs. Is it Schlip? Is it Schlip? I think. I don't even really remember, but she's my favorite. All right, you guys have a great rest of your night. I will see you all tomorrow. Again, make sure you tell Lone Wolf I said hello. Until next time, bye.
Court recalls the case of, sure we're all on here, People versus Fuller.
Anderson on behalf of the people.
Hannah Mackey on behalf of Mr. Fuller.
All right. Record should reflect before the system went down, but there was a bench conference in this case. I had adjourned this matter out in case we didn't get it to March 27, 2025 at 9 a.m. Counsel, was there anything else you want to put on the record?
None, Your Honor.
All right. And okay. In this matter, hello, Miss Slip. Hold on a moment. We'll be right with you.
Okay, I like your shirt.
Thank you. In this matter, there was a request regarding, particularly some modification regarding bond. Counsel is going to submit an order for the court's consideration on that matter, and then the court will execute it, understanding the people are leaving it at the court's discretion regarding the particular condition. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, my turn now.
Is okay?
It is.
It
So
is.
the answer to her questions, yes. It is her turn now. She says it's my turn.
Yes. Court does call the cases. Yeah, you're up. Court does call the cases of the People versus Tamika Slip. All 5 cases.
Hi, everybody.
So there's a appearing on behalf of the people.
Stephanie Cannon, on behalf of Ms. Slip, who is appearing by Zoom. Could you state your name for the record?
My name is Tamika Gauthier.
This is me. I just need you to say your name, okay?
Tamika Gauthier.
Thank you.
I'm
And Your Honor,
sorry,
I'm
I
asking-
can't say it right.
That's okay. I'm just gonna ask for an adjournment. I know it said 8 weeks, but I don't need an 8-week adjournment.
Michelle, thank you so much. I don't remember. Someone said I bet Colin pauses at least once, and I wanted to pause and say only if someone super chats, but I didn't want to do that. Michelle, thank you so much for the generous super chat. Very nice of you. I appreciate it. All right, let's go.
I was having a little bit of, I found out who I needed to work with at the prison. The information I initially had was not correct. So I am going to schedule an appointment, Your Honor. I'll just ask for a 2-week adjournment because they told me I should be able to get in.
In 2 weeks?
I'm in touch with Miss, with,
Okay. Well, no, that's fine if you think that's going to happen.
Your Honor, if it doesn't happen, I will notify the court and the prosecutor.
And I'm just going to say, I told you.
You can say daddy style.
I'm gonna come see you as soon as I can, okay?
All right, here's what I'm going to do, Ms. Slip. I'm going to adjourn your case to April 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m., and we'll see each other then, okay? Take care.
And keep smiling, because when you smile, it makes the whole room lighter.
Okay. That's very nice of you, Ms. Slip.
I was gonna say that too, Your Honor.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, have a good day, Ms. Slip. Okay, she's out.
And this is your recall. That's for that.